G'day and welcome back. What if I told you on your next Cape York adventure, you could be going home with your pockets lined with gold? We just spent the last 2 days camping at Palmerville Station and checking out the ruins from Maytown and the surrounding goldfields. Get comfy, we'll take you back 2 days to when we arrived and you can enjoy the stunning history of Cape York. These creeks and rivers around here are filled with alluvial gold. As I pan around, you really get a feel of just how remote we are. You can hear the fire crackling in the distance, and we're right downwind from it. Come on, Mila, we gotta go. Let's get out of here.
Go!
The guys panning the creeks found over 1 million ounces of gold out here. Catch the biggest fish, you gotta take the biggest risk. Hopefully no crocs jump out of this water and get me. Can report, Palmerville Station, nice and warm even in the middle of winter. How'd you sleep last night, Peyton?
It was very hot. I had to pull my pajamas up because they were too hot. I was sweating to death.
Anyway, we'll knock back this brekkie and come up with a plan for the day. We're either going to go exploring Maytown or fishing. We'll see which one the girls want to do.
G'day, partner. Welcome to Maytown.
Rightio legends, welcome to Maytown. This was the heart of the goldfields of the Palmer River region. At one stage, over 30,000 people populated this area, making it at the time the 5th largest city in Australia. Today, this is the only building, and it's a replica that they've done up. We're going to have a look around at all the ruins and go and check out a few of the old mine sites. In this replica hut that they've made, you got the old cooking area in the back. That's always pretty sweet. They got some stories up on the walls, and the floor is just littered with things that have been found in the area. Horseshoes, bottles, you name it, it's on the floor. Everything but the gold they found is here. In 1872, it was William Hahn that discovered gold in the Palmerville area. The following year, James Mulligan came out with a party, confirmed that there was enough here to make it worthwhile, and shortly after, the area boomed. They used places like this mill site and mine site to get the gold out of all the creek beds and rivers. For a few short years, this place was an absolute mecca. Behind me is a mill site. The mine site's just down a bit. We'll go have a quick look, see if we can see in. But basically, this has been somewhat restored. It's the original equipment, all been surveyed by the Queensland government. But they've restored a roof and put a bit of the machinery back together so you can see what it would have been like back in the late 1800s. Standing up here on their discard pile, as I pan around, you really get a feel of just how remote we are. I don't know how they did it back in the day. Other than the few people we've seen out here checking out the ruins, there ain't much around. I'm now walking down the main street of Maytown. This place had 13 hotels, several bakeries, butchers, courthouse, and its own newspaper. But by 1900, she was in decline, and by 1940, Maytown was completely abandoned and left to become what it is today. Just a little speck in Australia's history.
Playing old Hank, it ain't that long till I'm back at the pond. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride, Percy Priest is the spot. We're on a boat, we're feeling fine.
So the reason the population exploded, these creeks and rivers around here are filled with alluvial gold. They would spend their days sifting through it, picking it up, and they'd come and grab a machine like this, pound away at the rocks until they got the gold out that was mixed amongst all the quartz and the other deposits. I'm guessing they've erected this stamper behind us, or whatever it's actually called, to show us what it looks like. This is the original one, all fallen apart. Steam machine there, all the wheels, cogs that had lifted it, and the stampers down here falling on its side. In a short 5 years, the guys pounding the creeks found over 1 million ounces of gold out here, which led the more profitable companies to set up mills like this one behind me. Unfortunately, when they dug the big shafts looking for the source of the gold, not a lot was found. This one here maybe found a few thousand ounces of gold in its first year, but overall, it's doubtful whether they ever broke a profit. The cost to run these and get supplies here from Brisbane was extraordinarily expensive. This is a good example of the shafts they were digging to try and find the source of the gold. Very little was found this way, but it didn't stop them trying. And they spent great expense setting this one up with the 3 burners built into the hillside to run the crusher beside. All their leftovers are stacked right here behind me. This is one hell of a pile of scrap rock. The biggest pile we've come across out here. It stretches all the way down there, all the way down there. It's actually filled in this whole gully. That have to be thousands of cubic meters of rock, all piled up here behind the mill. We're now walking through the European cemetery of the area. At one stage, Maytown was the most culturally diverse town in Australia. You had the Europeans, Germans, Americans, Australians, New Zealanders, and at one stage, the Chinese outnumbered all the others combined. We're rolling with a ton of unmarked graves all around. There's a lot more unmarked than marked. Some you can only tell because there's just a pile of rocks, and others are still standing well. Marble says it was made in Brisbane in 1882. Like this one, for instance. Pile of rock doesn't even have the marking number on the front. Lord only knows who's under there. We had to park back here on the ridge line, and we've just crossed the gully, crossed the creek and climbed up the other bank. It says 500 metres from where you park your car. Let's see. A few mountain goat abilities required to get to the charcoal burners. So this charcoal burner from the 1880s used tea tree and ironbark fuel to produce the charcoal for the mine forges. Just a bunch of shale and mud. It's a good thing they put this roof over it, because I'm not sure she'd stand up to the weather too well. Like I said, you need to harness your inner mountain goat to do the charcoal burner walk. How's this for a mine pit behind me? I can't see the bottom of it, and I'm not willing to lean over far enough to find it. This one's a bit harder to figure out how it's laid out. It's called Ida Mine. I'd hate to step in the wrong spot, because there is mine shafts everywhere. Bits of machinery all over, discard pile here, We're right up on top of a ridge, so these guys had prime spot in terms of that. These guys had prime spot in terms of views. And I guess they're making money as well. That was our day looking around Maytown and the Palmer River goldfields. We're just on our way back to the station now. Just thought we'd stop at this lookout. The view behind me is unreal. Panning around, we got 360-degree views of the landscape up here. That is a vast, vast area out there. Anyway, we're all pretty knackered. We spent a lot longer out there today than we thought. So, it's time to get back to camp. I think we got about a 40-minute run back to the campsite, have a shower, and get a beer into me. I wasn't going to pick the camera up tonight, but had to show you the girls huddled around the phone watching State of Origin out here in the middle of the Outback. God bless Starlink. We can see the decider. It's half time. Hope Queensland are going to keep winning. Just thought it was cute seeing the girls huddled around the phone.
Well, one beast came into camp this morning.
The girls have got gold fever this morning. We've got our primitive bucket, aka our washing up bucket, and Peyton's going to teach us how to pan. Because I got no idea how to do it. And just quietly, I don't know if she does either. Oh, this is funny with a collapsible bucket. For the record, we did not come out here to go panning for gold. We're just doing this because we can. And the girls are really keen on finding some. They're setting up their own little production facility on the edge of this little water hole. Pretty sure there's no crocs in it. Guess we're going to find out. We've moved down the creek about 20 metres. Having any luck here, Peyton?
No.
I don't think the old washing up bucket's good for panning. Nice little area, but so quiet. We'll keep walking up, see what else we can see. Making our way back to the car now. We've got some smoke coming through the bush, which is a bit more than someone's campfire. Don't know if you can tell. The smoke's starting to enclose on us from this way. At first we thought it was just someone camping. But I can hear the fire crackling in the distance. And we're right downwind from it. That'd be just my luck. Go panning in a river filled with gold and get stuck in a bushfire. Andrew's Life 101. We're about halfway back to the car. The smoke's really catching up to us now. We're gonna have to make a mad dash to get to the car to get out in time. I think Peyton's gonna take the lead and get back and get it running, so once me and Mila get there we can just jump in and go. See the car in the distance, we might just make it out of here alive. Come on Mila, we gotta go. Let's get out of here. Let's go, where's the keys, where's the keys? Alright, we gotta get out of here. Well, if a cat has 9 lives, the fun ones must have a couple too. We survived that one. We've pulled up at this dam. I'll put the name just here because I can't remember the name of it. It is on the property. Apparently they're getting barramundi and sleepy cod. There's a good sign, no one else here. There's a fair chance I won't catch a single thing. First obstacle, got to get over all this weed on the side of the dam. Second obstacle, got to learn how to catch a fish. Third obstacle, that fish has to be the best sports fish in Australia, called a barramundi. To catch the biggest fish, you got to take the biggest risk. Hopefully no crocs jump out of this water and get me. It's a bit of a pain to cast from here. But the payoff will be worth it. Last cast on this dam. Alright, let's go check out the other dam.
Hey-o, mate. We're at the big barra dam. We can't fish here. There's too many reeds.
This is the other dam, quite specky. We're standing in a campsite at the moment. If I was coming for any length of time, this is where I'd want to be. You'd have to be very self-sufficient, but by God, it's picturesque. If you got a little rooftop tinny, you could chuck it in here. Electric motors only, or paddle it. Probably worth the effort if you've got it, because there's a lot of weed on the bank to try and cast over. We're going to go for a quick drive along it and see if we can find a patch without weed.
Alright, so as you can see here, we're in a new spot. We were right over there before. And we've moved over here so we can have a better casting spot.
How do you like fishing, Mila?
This much. Up to that tree and up to the sky.
She loves her fishing. Give her a few casts before we head back. Pee-wee's having a crack now. How do you like fishing, Peyton?
It's amazing.
They both love it for about 5 minutes. We're going to have to head back. By the time we shower, it's going to be time to get our roast on for dinner.
Ew.
If you're ever at Palmerville Station, come for a drive to the dams and have a crack at fishing. Even better if you could get a little boat out here. On it.
My favourite part was spending time with the family, going adventuring, seeing the wild horses, the brumbies, and sleeping. Probably the wild horses called brumbies, spending time with my family, having cuddles with daddy, sleeping, making new friends. Swag. Bye-bye. I wish we could stay longer. I wish we could stay longer for a whole year.
The dreaded pack up. Makes it even harder when the days are nice and sunny like this. But it's time to get back to reality. Last of the pack up. The girls are doing the rubbish scout. Same as we do everywhere. Whether it's ours or not,
Daddy.
Pick up all the rubbish. The only downside to being short, struggle to reach the top. A couple more inches would be good.
That's what she said.
And we've finished our trip here at Palmerville Station. We came for the history, stayed for the adventure, and we're leaving with a hell of a lot of memories. We went and checked out the old ruins from the gold rush in the area, and the kids had a ball watching the wild horses come through, fishing on the dams, and everything else we got up to. That's a wrap from us. It's time for you to go out and make your own adventure. grab yourself a beer, something. We'll take you back now to when we arrived and enjoy. We'll take you back a couple of days to when we first arrived at this stunning piece of inside this replica shed. Bit of a. We're now walking through the European cemetery. So, like I said, you need to be a mountain goat. You need to harness. Like I said, you need to So I'm guessing they've erected this one to show. Behind me is a
Factory.
Behind me is a mill site.
Factory.
During the first 5 years, what's it called? The guys with the pans in the creeks had. Okay. Here, so that's a good sign that I won't catch anything. We're going to do that again because she just chopped my head off because she's not looking at the camera. To catch the biggest fish, you got to catch the.
Alright, so as you can. No! Stop.
That's all for us here at Palmerville Station. We came for the. No. That's it. We came for the adventure. No.